Good morning again. So, nawawalan ka ba ng gana pagkatapos mong mag-low carb and fasting? Natatakot ka na ba kasi hindi ka na kumakain? That's our topic for today. It's actually part 2 kasi kanina hindi masyado maganda yung audio natin. And I hope ngayon it is already better now. And for those who are watching, good morning. Happy Mother's Day sa lahat, especially to my maming and my sisters and my tita mama, may mga tita ko, at lahat ng mga mommy sa ating low carb, feasting, and fasting community, and also to Life Without Rice. Maraming salamat po. And pag-uusapan natin ngayon yung loss of appetite o yung pagkawala ng gana pagkatapos mag-low carb and fasting. It is something na hindi unique. It is actually very common. Medyo marami na yung nakita nating ganyan. And yung isa sa mga parating naaapektuhan nito would actually be the ones sa mga tita natin, mga mommy. So, for Mother's Day, pag-uusapan natin yan because marami sila ang nawo-worry na. So, first, we have to understand bakit tayo may appetite in the first place at bakit merong iba na nawawala ng appetite. So, while waiting for my boarding time, bago pa mag-boarding, pag-uusapan natin yan. And yung appetite, kailangan kilala natin yung dalawang major hormones when it comes to appetite. The first one is ghrelin and the second one is leptin. Although marami yang iba pa. But for the purposes of simplicity, yung dalawa na yun, yung iisipin natin. So ghrelin, yung sabi ng professor namin on in med school, ghrelin, growl. So parang galit ka na because gutom ka na. That is the hunger hormone. That's ghrelin. And yung atin namang leptin is the satiety center. So, kapag mataas yung leptin mo sa katawan na tamang-tama lang, hindi naman yung sobrang taas because there can also be what we call as leptin resistance. So, pwedeng magkaroon ng tamang appetite sa ating katawan wherein you will actually eat when you are nutritionally hungry. So, thank you so much, Ningli, for confirming na okay na yung audio natin. And yes, when it comes naman to ghrelin, yan yung hunger hormone. Supposedly, magiging active lang siya kapag kailangan talaga natin ng nutrition sa katawan. However, our body works like an individual na nasasanay sa routine. So that is why kapag parati mong sinasanay yung inyong katawan to eat. So for example, you are getting used to eating 5 times a day, like 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, 4 p.m., tsaka 7 p.m. Yung mangyayari niyan is ang katawan mo kahit pa hindi ka gutom, kahit pa hindi ka pa sana kailangan kumain kasi ang dami mong kinain the previous day or the previous meal. But since sinasanay mo na yung katawan mo na kumakain ganong oras, your stomach will actually prepare. So that's why magagrowl na yan. Tataas ulit yung ghrelin mo sa katawan in response to your routine na nakasanayan mong kainin na time. So that is why since pinalaki tayo na small frequent meals is very important, we have to consciously correct initially in the beginning. Meron talagang pagkakataon na magkakaroon tayo ng a little struggle because we are going to now eat differently. Hindi na yung sa nakasanayan nating routine if we want to be appetite corrected. Now, loss of appetite is actually a good sign. Hindi yan kailangan na hindi tayo kailangan mangamba, hindi tayo kailangan mag-worry, hindi tayo kailangan matakot as long as there is no other sign of malnutrition. Ano ang mga iba't ibang signs ng malnutrition? So, una, nanghihina. Next, pwedeng umiinit yung ulo, although mostly related lang yan to electrolytes. But if you are watching our videos most of the time at alam nyo na ang importance ng salt, most likely, hindi nyo na yan mararanasan. Just like me, sino nga nagsabi na hindi na siya hungry? So, sabi ni Merlinda, I don't get angry when hungry na. So, that is actually good because it only means that your body is being supplied with the right nutrition. Most important also is electrolytes. Bakit natin in-emphasize yung electrolytes parate? It's because our body can actually accommodate. Kayang-kaya niya ng pangmatagalan ng walang pagkain. However, hindi kaya ng ating katawan na matagal na walang electrolytes. We have to replenish our electrolytes generally on a day-to-day basis, unless of course you are fasting and you are also doing a lot of physical activities. So that's another topic for another time. For now, when it comes to appetite, hindi nyo kailangan ma-worry as long as kayo ay nasa tamang timbang, yung inyong glow ng iyong skin ay maganda, hindi naman kayo nag-hair fall, hindi kayo nawawala ng energy, you can still do your basic day-to-day tasks. So most likely, wala kayong kailangan i-worry. So maraming maraming salamat po. Everybody shout out daw si J Bear sa love niya. Sino kaya ang love ni J Bear? Happy Mother's Day sa lahat-lahat. So, when it comes to high carb intake, bakit biglang nung nag-low carb ka, nawalan ka ng gana? Because when you are actually in a high carb intake, parati kang kumakain ng tinapay, parati kang kumakain ng rice, ng mga sweets, you are actually having that high sa iyong utak, sa iyong brain, na kailangan niya ng i-maintain yung level ng sugar sa kanyang bloodstream to attain that high. And it will result into imbalance sa ating hunger hormone and satiety hormone. And that is why na kahit pa busog ka na, parati ka pa rin kumakain noon. That's the problem when it comes to high carb intake. Walang satisfaction. Kahit pa parang ang sakit-sakit na ng tiyan mo, halos parang eto ay magiging punong-puno na talaga. Ay, halos hindi ka makahinga. Ang sikip-sikip man ng iyong pants. Still, you have that craving na kung kaya lang, gusto ko pa sana. And that is when we realize na alam natin na something is wrong na sa atin. Because supposedly, when you are nutritionally hungry, kapag kumain ka ng tama, you will be satisfied. You can last another day na wala nang kinakain. That is the beauty of OMAD, one meal a day but eating only nutrient-dense meal. Kaya kailangan tama yung fino-focus nating pagkain. So that is why we have the safe list, no? So sa mga hindi pa familiar, we have the JGC Rojo food list. Downloadable po yan in our website. Meron kaming site na nilagay namin dyan wherein you can download it for printing, PDF file, para makita ninyo, para mag-guide ninyo kung ano ang inyong mga pantry to clean our pantry. So, when you do low carb, yung maganda dito, nagiging nakokorek yung imbalance ng ghrelin and leptin hormone. And when it is already corrected, you will be surprised na yung totoong pangangailangan pala natin sa pagkain is hindi ganon kadami. You will be surprised na noon, 3, 4 na rice, 5 rice yung kinakain mo, hindi ka pa rin satisfied. Now, walang rice, 3 itlog lang, ay parang okay ka na. At yun nga lang yung downside. There is this downside if you are not very aware with this. Yung downside nito, you will actually tend to possibly eat less than you need. Initially, that is okay kasi nga yung katawan natin, we've been in a long-term harvest season. Parating marami yung kinakain natin. And low carb and fasting, ito yung panahon na parang pinapa-experience natin na regular ng non-harvest season yung ating katawan. Shout out to all our masterclass enrollees. Maraming maraming salamat po. I'll see you later around 12 noon. Hopefully, makakarating na ako live for our Q&A. So, mamaya, nasa beach na tayo. Ay, for those pala na sumagot sa ating poll, yes, I'm going to the beach. Yung tumawag ay ang beach po at pupunta tayo. Anyway, I'll go live later for our Q&A. So, maraming salamat. And I know you know this already na when it comes to our appetite, kapag parati tayong nasa harvest season, yung parating kumakain ng mga matatamis, mga prutas, mga grains, tinapay, mais, kanin, then hindi na tayo ganon ka tama yung ating pagkain. We tend to overeat. At alam nyo ba na right now in pharmaceutical industry, it is a multi-billion industry kapag meron kayong discovering gamot na nakakawala ng gana because weight reduction or pagbaba ng weight ng timbang is actually very important to improve our health and also to improve when it comes to weight management, ito yung isa sa pinaka-problema, especially in the first world countries. At hindi lang ito sa first world countries lang. Nandito na ngayon yan sa Pilipinas. I know, lahat kayo halos hindi na makarelate, no? Kasi kayong lahat ang bababa na ng timbang, wala na kayong yung iba dito, problema na nga how to gain muscles. But try to recall when you started and know na marami pa rin tayong kilala who are still struggling sa kanilang weight, and maybe sharing this video to them can also help them. Because when you do low carb and fasting the right way, ito actually yung isa sa pinaka-natural way for us to be appetite corrected, and one of which is loss of appetite. Actually, meron sana akong dinner with my friend yesterday, pero hindi ito natuloy because of the traffic, ang dami-daming pangyayari. And yung isa din doon is hindi ko na talaga kayang kumain pa ng late in the evening or late night. Kasi nga, sanay na ako na hindi na kumakain late night. Paminsan-minsan lang yon. It's the exemption rather than the rule. Ako na ba yon? Ah, hindi pa ako. Akala ko ako na yung tinatawag. Sige, hindi pa ako. Anong oras na ba? Baka magbo-boarding na. Okay, meron pa tayong few minutes before boarding. So, yun. And when we do low carb and fasting the right way, nakakatuwa because our appetite is now corrected. We only become hungry when we are really nutritionally hungry. And kapag kumakain man tayo minsan na kahit hindi tayo gutom, we are now aware. We are now conscious, and it's now a decision that we do na alam natin na kapag kumain tayo nito, it is for a reason. Like say for example, I'm going on a short vacation, overnight vacation lang, but I'll be meeting some friends, and since busy ang lahat, the only time na nandyan sila is dinner. So I will extend my eating window for that special occasion. But it is no longer the same as before. Nung noon ay kumakain lang tayo kapag merong pagkain diyan, hindi na tayo nakakapigil, wala na tayong control, wala na tayong discipline, and it's actually not us. Hindi yan, wag niyong sisihin yung sarili niyo. If you have loved ones na like nag-struggle sa paghindi ng pagkain, to say no to food, try to not discriminate kasi hindi nila yon personally na kasalanan. It is actually the hormone that's already being disrupted in their body. That's why yung pinaka-tip dyan for them to start their own journey ay hindi kailangan mag-fasting. Okay? Wala munang fasting na kailangan. Yung importante lang, whenever they are hungry, pakainin mo sila. Eat as much as you want. Basta, low carb lang, and only the ones in our safe list. So stick to our safe list and you will become appetite corrected soon. You don't need to worry about loss of appetite. But if ever na feeling ninyo mas nangangayayat na kayo, your BMI also is already underweight at nangihina na kayo, so maybe baka hindi na talaga tama yung inyong kinakain. Baka kulang na kayo sa inyong food, and that's why you have to do it the right way. Say, tingnan ko muna yung ticket ko, kung ano yung flight number. Okay, hindi pa yan ganyan. Okay, so I hope you get to learn well. Huwag kayong basta-basta magpadala sa kung ano lang yung sinasabi ng iba. Kasi yung iba, kapag sanay silang matabang-mataba kayo, like say for example, sanay sila na 3XL yung size ninyo, at ngayon na large na lang kayo, ay sasabihin na nila, ay baka may sakit ka. When in fact, large pa nga kayo, hindi pa nga kayo medium, hindi pa nga kayo small, di ba? So, be aware kung ano talaga yung tamang gauge ng health, kung ano talaga, kilalanin ninyo yung sarili ninyo, at huwag lang basta-basta magpadala sa sinasabi ng iba. I understand na marami, especially sa mga mommies, Happy Mother's Day, na nawo-worry na nga, kahit pa they feel good, but they cannot help but be affected kasi yung mga mahal nila sa buhay, yung husband nila, yung mga anak nila, na hindi sanay that they are already back to their dalaga weight, ay nawo-worry na. I hope you get to remember, or kung mapakikita ninyo yung picture ninyo nung dalaga pa kayo, because actually you just went back to your dalaga state, and it's not something that is bad, especially if you are feeling good, your energy level is high, yung concentration ninyo, yung focus ninyo, yung stamina ninyo, at hindi kayo sakitin, hindi kayo basta-basta sinisipon, at hindi kayo nagkakaroon ng mga colds kahit pa na ano kayo sa ulan from time to time, hindi kayo madaling nagiging sakitin. And those are signs na there's nothing to worry about. But of course, if you think na hindi talaga kayo sure, that's why we have our masterclass to guide you, to help you para hindi kayo mawala sa landas, and you will have the proper mindset, and you can also properly defend it kung merong magka-question sa inyo na inyong mga loved ones, especially that we also want to help them. So, happy Mother's Day po, especially sa kay Maming. Ipopost namin mamaya sa comment section. I-edit namin yung post na ito so that you can have the printable food list natin. Okay? Don't worry po. Ilalagay natin yan. Hazel and Arvin, ilalagay natin yan. Yes, congratulations sa balik na sa dalaga figure. Sino na yon? Peptic ulcer way back 2017. I hope it is already corrected na. Maraming salamat po. Yes, maraming yan. Marami na balik sa dalaga, including maming. So, yes, ipopost natin yan maya-maya. And leptin, kapag kayo ay parating kumakain ng high carb, naaalala nyo ba kapag kumakain kayo ng matatamis before, noon, kahit alam mong matamis na, parang hindi pa rin siya matamis sa'yo. Because yun nga, nasisira na even our taste buds. Namamanhid na yung ating taste bud. But now, in low carb, kahit pa very, very light, kahit pa hindi siya ganun katamis, we can easily feel if meron itong tamis. So even our tolerance to sweetness ay bumababa. And that is something good. So that won't we won't overeat anything that is loaded with sugar and sweets. And that is something that we can celebrate. So wag pong mabahala, wag mag-alala if there's already loss of appetite. Importante lang that when you eat, you plan your meals well and you choose the ones in our safe list. Nutrient dense, real, and kung pwede, yung hindi processed na low carb meals. So maraming salamat everyone. May alindog pa din at 45. At hindi lang yan 45, even at 60, 65. Marami akong mga pasyente noon na they are still having the best times of their lives as husband and wives, even at the age of retirement, because they are both healthy. At yun naman yung gusto natin. Maraming salamat for the love, Jay, at marami pang iba. Albert, Aida, hindi ko na makita yung lahat. And yes, please continue to pray po na makuha natin yung ating Facebook page kasi ngayon, hindi pa rin tayo ang nakahandle. We are still being hacked and naka-partial access lang tayo, but we are continuing in sharing as much as we can. Bahala na sila. So, wag na lang kayong mag-send ng stars, ha? Kasi mapupunta lang yan sa hacker, eh. So, maraming salamat, everyone. I hope you will enjoy this week. You vote wisely tomorrow. Kayo na lang mag-vote for me. Hindi ako mag-exercise ng aking right to vote this year. And kayo na lang bahala kung sino yung pagkakatiwalaan ninyo na magpatakbo ng ating bansa. But when it comes to your individuality, ikaw yan. Ikaw ang captain ng iyong katawan, and I hope you choose to eat healthy. You choose to eat right so that you will live longer, healthier, and happier, regardless kung sino naman yung magiging pangulo natin. Okay? So, maraming salamat, everyone. Baka tinatawag na ako, natatakot na ako, baka maiwanan ako. Bye! Stay low carb, stay safe!